You know that gut feeling when something's wrong? That's not just a metaphor, it's your second brain trying to communicate with you. Your gut contains 500 million neurons, more than your spinal cord, and it's constantly sending signals that shape your mood, energy, and mental clarity. Yet most of us are poisoning this connection with foods that create inflammation and chaos in our minds. Because when you learn to feed your gut-brain axis properly, depression and anxiety don't stand a chance. What I'm about to share with you today will completely change how you think about food, mood, and mental health. This isn't just another diet video, this is about understanding the most powerful communication highway in your body that 90% of people completely ignore. In the next 12 minutes, you'll discover the shocking truth about how your breakfast is literally programming your brain chemistry, why antidepressants only work for 30% of people and what the other 70% are missing, the exact foods that are hijacking your neurotransmitters and keeping you stuck in cycles of anxiety and depression, and the simple 3-step protocol that can rewire your gut-brain connection in just 14 days. But here's what most doctors won't tell you. Your gut produces 95% of your body's serotonin. That's your happiness hormone. So when you're feeding your gut the wrong foods, you're literally starving your brain of the chemicals it needs to feel good. Let me paint you a picture of what's happening inside your body right now. Your gut isn't just a food processor. It's a sophisticated neural network that scientists call the enteric nervous system. This second brain is in constant communication with your actual brain through what's called the vagus nerve. Think of it like this. Every time you eat, you're not just feeding your body. You're sending chemical messages directly to your brain. These messages determine whether you feel energized or exhausted, focused or foggy, calm or anxious. Here's where it gets fascinating. Your gut microbiome, those trillions of bacteria living in your intestines, they're like tiny chemists producing neurotransmitters that control your emotions. When these bacteria are healthy and balanced, they pump out feel-good chemicals like serotonin, dopamine, and GABA. But when they're out of balance, that's when the trouble starts. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that people with depression have completely different gut bacteria profiles than healthy individuals. It's not a coincidence, it's cause and effect. But here's what blew my mind when I first learned this. Your gut bacteria can actually hijack your food cravings. When harmful bacteria dominate your microbiome, they literally send signals to your brain making you crave the exact foods that feed them: sugar, processed foods, and refined carbs. You think you're making a choice, but you're actually being controlled by microscopic organisms in your gut. Now let's talk about the foods that are sabotaging your mental health without you even realizing it. First up, sugar. Every time you consume sugar, it creates a massive spike in dopamine, your reward chemical. Sounds good, right? Wrong. This creates a vicious cycle where your brain needs more and more sugar to feel normal. Meanwhile, sugar feeds the harmful bacteria in your gut, creating inflammation that directly impacts your mood. But sugar isn't the only culprit. Processed foods contain chemicals and preservatives that your gut bacteria can't recognize. These foreign substances create inflammation in your intestinal lining, which sends stress signals directly to your brain through the vagus nerve. Here's something that might shock you. Gluten, even in people without celiac disease, can trigger the release of zonulin, a protein that makes your intestinal lining more permeable. This leaky gut allows toxins and undigested food particles to enter your bloodstream, triggering an immune response that manifests as brain fog, anxiety, and depression. And don't get me started on artificial sweeteners. Studies show that aspartame and sucralose can alter your gut bacteria composition within just 24 hours, reducing the beneficial bacteria that produce mood-stabilizing neurotransmitters. The worst part? Most people are consuming these mood-destroying foods multiple times a day without realizing the connection between their diet and their mental state. Let me explain something that will change how you think about mental health forever. Your gut produces more neurotransmitters than your brain does. Let that sink in for a moment. Serotonin, your happiness and well-being chemical, 95% of it is produced in your gut, not your brain. GABA, which keeps you calm and reduces anxiety, is also primarily manufactured by specific gut bacteria. Even dopamine, your motivation and reward chemical, is significantly influenced by your gut health. This is why traditional approaches to mental health often fall short. You can't fix a gut problem with a brain solution. If your gut bacteria are out of balance, no amount of positive thinking or even medication will fully address the root cause. Here's a real-world example. Researchers gave probiotics to people with depression for 8 weeks. The results? Significant improvements in mood, anxiety, and cognitive function without any other interventions. They literally change people's mental state by changing their gut bacteria. But it goes deeper than that. Your gut bacteria also control inflammation throughout your body, including neuroinflammation in your brain. Chronic inflammation is now recognized as a major factor in depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline. When you heal your gut, you're not just improving digestion, you're upgrading your brain's hardware. Now here's what you've been waiting for, the exact protocol to reset your gut-brain connection and reclaim control over your mood and mental clarity. Step 1. Eliminate the disruptors, days 1 through 7. For the first week, you need to starve the harmful bacteria and reduce inflammation. This means eliminating sugar, processed foods, gluten, and artificial additives. I know this sounds extreme, but remember, these foods are literally hijacking your brain chemistry. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods, organic vegetables, wild-caught fish, grass-fed meat, and healthy fats like avocados and olive oil. Think of this week as a detox for your second brain. Step 2. Rebuild and restore, days 8 to 14. Now we start rebuilding your gut microbiome with the right bacteria. Introduce fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, and kefir. These contain live probiotics that will start colonizing your gut with beneficial bacteria. Add prebiotic foods. These are the foods that feed your good bacteria. Garlic, onions, asparagus, and Jerusalem artichokes are powerhouses for gut health. Consider a high-quality probiotic supplement with at least 50 billion CFUs and multiple strains, including Lactobacillus helveticus and Bifidobacterium longum. These specific strains have been shown to improve mood and reduce anxiety. Step 3. Optimize and maintain, day 15 and beyond. This is where the magic happens. Start incorporating specific mood-boosting nutrients, omega-3 fatty acids from wild salmon, magnesium from dark leafy greens, and zinc from pumpkin seeds. These nutrients support neurotransmitter production and reduce inflammation. Practice intermittent fasting 2 to 3 times per week. This gives your gut time to repair and regenerate while also promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria. Most importantly, manage stress. Chronic stress destroys gut bacteria faster than any bad food. Meditation, deep breathing, or even just a 10-minute walk can activate your parasympathetic nervous system and support gut healing. Here's what you can expect when you implement this protocol. Week 1. You might feel worse before you feel better. This is normal. It's called a die-off reaction, as harmful bacteria are eliminated. Stay hydrated and push through. Week 2, energy starts to stabilize, brain fog begins to lift, and you'll notice your mood becoming more stable. Week 3 to 4, this is where people report dramatic changes. Better sleep, improved focus, reduced anxiety, and a general sense of well-being they haven't felt in years. Long term, you're not just improving your mental health, you're reducing your risk of autoimmune diseases, improving your immune function, and even supporting healthy aging. Your gut-brain connection affects every system in your body. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Even small improvements in your gut health can have profound effects on your mental state. The connection between your gut and your brain isn't just fascinating science, it's the key to unlocking a level of mental clarity, emotional stability, and overall well-being that most people never experience. Your mood, your energy, your ability to handle stress, it all starts in your gut. And now you have the roadmap to transform not just how you feel, but how you think and show up in the world. The question isn't whether this works, the science is clear. The question is, are you ready to take control of your mental health from the inside out? If you found this information valuable, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more evidence-based strategies to optimize your mind and body. Your support helps us reach more people who need to hear this message. And if you're serious about transforming your mental health through nutrition and lifestyle, the video I'm showing you next will give you the complete blueprint for rewiring your brain chemistry naturally. It's the perfect next step in your journey to optimal mental wellness. And here's my challenge for you. Pick one of these 4 habits that resonated most with you and commit to changing it over the next week. Then come back and let me know in the comments how it went. I read every single comment and love hearing about your transformations. Watch the video I'm showing you right now to continue your transformation until the next video. Remember, you have more control over your mental state than you've been led to believe. It starts with what you put on your plate.